unnerved by tonight's vigil, Mia believes that spirits have entered through the portal in the children's bedroom.
What I didn't want to tell them is that I've actually never come across something like this before. And until I start the clearing, I don't know what I'm up against.
Okay, I think the most interesting thing about last night was the reaction that we got from Mia and Mark when they were in the children's room. Mia in particular felt that the whole room was kind of changing in various ways, was swaying, and Mark too seemed to get kind of caught up in that. And I think what we were seeing there was almost certainly just the effects of suggestion.
I believe that some of the ladies felt like their faces were being rubbed or stroked in the living room. Unfortunately, none of us were there to witness this.
After the night's events, the two camps, skeptic and believers, can't agree. Mia, Mark and Heather all say they experienced strange rocking sensations, and Heather even asked to leave the house. None of that impresses Chris French, who remains an ardent skeptic, but even he can't provide an alternative theory to convince Heather. So, will Chris be convinced when Mia finally confronts the ghost?
It's a man. He has a mark around his neck as if he's been hung.
Psychics claim they have a gift that enables them to communicate with the dead. They say they have the power to rid homes of unwanted ghosts and spirits forever. Tonight, Mia says she'll do just that for the Harris family in a clearing ceremony. It's a process that lasts about 20 minutes, but it's an intense period of time. Mia says she'll work with her spirit guide to summon the spirit and send it over to the other side.
For me to get rid of something, I have to bring it to me and lock it. It's actually my guide that takes it over. So I'm going to close my eyes for a second and locate, hopefully, whatever we've got in here and bring it to the room. Okay, what I'm doing now is I can see the stairs. Going up the stairs. As I'm looking at the child's room by the cupboards, as if there's something standing against it. It's a man. Okay, he's starting to come out of the room. He's in the hallway. He's not wanting to come down very easily, just take a bit of time. Okay, top of the stairs. Coming down. Coming in. His name's Jack. If I look at Jack, I think it's Pullman or Pull something. I'm seeing a butcher's hooks, slaughterhouse. He's not talking to me, I'm getting the images. He has a mark around his neck as if he's been hung or strangled. The feeling of upstairs of the rocking was at me. That was his way of trying to get me out. There's a hanging place near here. He doesn't want to go because he's still looking for the person whose fault it is why he's dead. Coming towards the table. Okay. I'm going to send him over, hopefully.
Mia says a prayer that she claims will send the spirit on a safe journey.
De profundis clamavi, ad de Domini, Domini exaudi vocem, miam fiant oras diu, intendentes invocem, deprecationis miae, sine creatus observabus, Domini Domini questus denali.
A sense of calm falls upon the room.
He wasn't getting at you. I think that you have been very unhappy. And you're able to see more than other people could see and hear more. And probably your sensitivity awakened it. But it wasn't directed at you. Nobody was trying to hurt you.
Tracy is keen to let Mia know how the clearing affected her.
My legs are really heavy, and then there were a draft outside of me as well.
He actually came and stood right by you. I decided not to tell you that.
No, I think I poked him.
During the clearing, Mia says she spoke to a ghost called Jack, who told her that he was hanged near to the house. The ceremony was an intense experience, and Heather's sister Tracy says that she felt something or someone right next to her. Now that was confirmed by Mia, who said she sensed a spirit next to Tracy. As for Jack's story, well, local historical archives couldn't provide a name, but it is true to say that hanging in this country was common until it was abolished in 1965. It's been 2 months since the clearing, and we've returned to the Harris's house to see if they're now happy in their own home.
I do know that the person what was here before isn't here anymore, because the whole house is lifted.
I don't feel scared anymore. My heart don't race anymore. The kids are quite happy in the house. They go to bed.
Carly Beth says her imaginary friends are gone.
Carly Beth is now saying we used to have friends here, but there ain't any anymore. Because Carly Beth's saying that, it's making me feel a lot better.
Heather says that she's had a weight lifted off her shoulders now that her children are happy and Carly Beth has no more visitors.
I'll never forget what she's done. She's helped me and my children to feel safe.
If Mia was here today, I'd give her a great big hug, a great big kiss and say thank you very much.
And I'm just glad that I've got my ass back.
It's good news for the Harris family. Heather says that her daughter Carly Beth has now stopped talking to ghosts and that her house is now her home again. The only noises she'll be hearing from that baby monitor are her 2 daughters. But for other families, the uncertainty continues. Bad plumbing, faulty electrics, the silhouette you keep on seeing in the bedroom, but only from the corner of your eye. How can you be certain what those shadows and sounds really are? Haunted homes aren't just the product of horror movies made in Hollywood. Perhaps tonight's evidence suggests that people living in your town and in your street have unwanted visitors. Sleep well. Good night.